Hey guys, this is Simran and welcome back to my channel. A few days back, I had published a video and a blog post explaining how we can bring powerful LLM capabilities into traditional Cisco Unified Communication Systems with the help of Model Context Protocol, or MCP as it is usually called. The snapshot of that video is here on your screen. If you haven't checked it out yet, then please do so. I'm sure you'll find it useful. It's actually linked in the description as well. Now, in that video was actually, I think, good enough to get your foot into the door in this AI world. But the approach that I presented in that video had some limitations. The biggest limitation was regarding its ability to scale at large. I mean, we discussed in the video how Claude Desktop can be used as an interface for users to interact or talk to enterprise applications like CUCM. Now, this approach will not go very far unless you plan to deploy Claude Desktop on each laptop in your organization. And even if you're able to do that, now that's another application you need to be concerned about from audit and security point of view. In any case, I've personally never come across a client who is okay with deploying hundreds of thousands of such applications. So that was one of the biggest challenges. Now, in order to get rid of that and other limitations, what we generally want to do is to use the existing tools that are already being used by end users as the official interfaces for the MCP and LLM functionality. For example, organizations already have messaging and collaboration applications like Cisco Webex, Microsoft Teams, Slack, etc. What if we use the same tools and let the users interact with applications like CUCM from within these existing tools? And we don't have to keep this interaction boring. We can actually bring AI into this communication with the help of LLM and MCP servers. This way, the users won't have to rely on another tool, and the system admins won't have to manage another tool. So that's one less headache to have. Now, I know it all sounds interesting, but unfortunately, accomplishing this is not as straightforward as using Claude Desktop. The reason is that with Claude Desktop, we did not have to worry about MCP client interactions or the way MCP server responses were being handled by LLMs. All that was being done in-house by the desktop application without any explicit involvement from our side. But in this new scenario, we have to take care of each and every component, and that ranges from building a custom MCP client, exposing it to the internet via ngrok, taking care of MCP tools within the MCP server, interaction between different entities, and working with LLMs to parse the messages and extracting their intent. So there is actually quite a lot of work involved in this, but the end result is more scalable and modular and provides much greater control. So that's enough theory for now. I think let's check out the demo. Okay, so here I'm logged into my Webex app. I'm now going to search for the bot that I've built for this demo. The name of that bot is, yeah, this is the one, UC MCP demo. Now it's added in my contact list here, so I can now interact with this in a regular manner, just like I would do with any other person. I will be demoing the same two use cases which were shown in my last video. For those who haven't seen the video yet, the last video, let me mention that again. Our first use case talks about finding out any phone that has more than one line. We can check it across all phones or for specific phone models. The second use case is to identify lines or extensions that are missing the voicemail profile. So let's do the first one. Let's see how many 8841 model phones have more than one line. Okay, let's see what it comes back with. Okay, it's giving us the status update. It's working on our request. Okay, it says based on the information provided, it seems there are no 8841 model phones. Okay, so looks like it was not able to find anything. But let's double check that. So let's go to call manager. Let's find out how many 8841 model phones we have. Okay, So we have two. So let's see. Okay. So the first one has only one line, so that is good. The second one has one line, so we are good. So it looks like the response that we got through our LLM powered bot is correct. Let's see if it can find out if there is any other model. Are there any phone models that have more than one line? Let's see if it is able to um, get uh, run basically a bit more complicated query now. So it's now going to check across all different phone models. Okay, so it looks like specifically is handling multiple lines. So it's given us one specific Mac. Let's see if this result is true or not. Okay, and this is an 8861. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it has two lines. So the response that we got is correct. So, so in this case, first we tried it with a specific model. The result came back stating that this particular phone did not have more than one line. Then we ran a slightly different query, and in that case, it checked across all phone models and gave us the result, which is apparently an 8861 model. So we covered both the use cases here pertaining to the phone. Let's try the second one, which is about the voicemail. Let's see. How many? Let's see. How many lines are missing the voicemail profile? Let's see if it's able to do that, because this is our second use case, which we were able to successfully demo through Claude Desktop. Okay, so it's given us two lines, 1100 and 5021, which are missing the voicemail profile. So let's see if this is correct. Let's go to Call Manager again, and okay, yeah, this one is missing the voicemail profile. So that answer is correct. The second one was 5021. Okay, 5021. Let's see. Yeah, this one is also missing the voicemail profile. Let's actually try something different now, because we know that these two lines are already missing the voicemail profile. Let's make a change in the production system. So this is what we had. So 6024, the first line has a voicemail profile here. Let's change it. Let's remove the voicemail profile from here and see if the bot is now able to basically recognize this change and give us the updated data. So let's ask the same question again and see if it now adds that second line in its response. Okay, yeah, as you can see. So earlier we only had two lines, 1100 and 5021, but now we have 1100, 5021, and the new one, 6024, that we changed. So it means it is able to recognize the change that we are doing in production in real time, and is able to change its response. So this basically concludes our demo. Now, of course, I had mentioned the same in my last video as well, that this is just a tip of the iceberg. This was just to give you an idea about what exactly can be done by bringing the AI LLM capability into traditional UC systems. And I hope that you now realize and understand the convenience that such a setup brings for an organization as compared to the Claude desktop based approach. Because from an end user point of view, there is basically little to no learning curve involved in this, because people are already using these collaboration applications like Cisco Webex or Microsoft Teams. It's just a matter of adding the bot. Another super important thing to note is that the interaction with this bot is not rigid and is not limited to predefined prompts, which is actually how it used to be in the pre-AI era. In the olden days, the prompts had to be fed into the code beforehand, and unless you typed exactly the same sentence, the bot wouldn't work. But here, nowhere in the actual code have I defined the prompts. The whole interaction is being handled through LLMs. The LLM is the one which is parsing the message. So when I type this message, the LLM understood that message and extracted the context and then passed relevant arguments to the MCP tools which are running behind the MCP server. And then when it is getting the response from the MCP server back, it is also converting it into a readable format. That's the reason why you are seeing this, user friendly message as the output. Now, as far as the actual behind the scene code is concerned, I have already uploaded it on my GitHub. The link to the GitHub and my blog is given in the description below. You can download the code from there and use it as it is or expand it to add more use cases. Please first go through the README file on GitHub to understand the code in detail and what each file does and how you can use it in your own environment. It's a pretty extensive process, as I explained in the beginning of this video. So please make sure to have all the pieces in place, otherwise you will run into issues. So that's all from my side. If you like this video and found it useful, then please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting a lot of interesting stuff in the coming days. So thank you.